Alright, the button has been pressed, our frames are not dropping, and I think we are ready to get started. Thank you everyone for joining us for another Sound Goblin Thursday Gaming here at Sound Goblin Gaming. I'm as always your host, Sound Goblin the Krampus.
I'm Sound Goblin the Shiv.
I'm not a sound goblin, but I'm Hunter Grain.
And I'm Vincent. No other names required.
Alright then. We're going to get right back into Alan Wake 2.
That being the second Alan Wake. Not counting anything between Alan Wake 1 and 2.
Doesn't exist.
Oh, we've already done American Nightmare.
Doesn't exist.
And the DLCs. Okay. So when last we left, we came to the town of Watery, which is the place where Ati is taking his vacation.
And we went to Coffee World.
And we went to Coffee World.
Did
Man,
go to
such-
coffee.
That's just exciting times in Coffee World. Our eventual goal is we want to get to the Lighthouse Trailer Park, which is supposedly where Saga lived in the version of history that everyone is remembering.
Right.
But before we do that, we were finishing up some sleuthing up here, since we're already up here. Find another one of the dolls.
Need to find the key.
Do not have the key for this. But
So we need to find the Keymaster.
you already did this one. Sometimes you need to be the master of your own key destiny.
I'd rather be the master of my own Kai destiny. Thank you.
Well, if you want to pronounce letters wrong.
I mean, some people.
I'm
pronounce it
all
Kai.
about
They're
that.
foolish.
You're back with Pat Maine, and we've got a very special guest today on the program. It's artisan cuckoo clock designer Terry Feldman. Terry, how are we today?
Hey there, Pat. Doing just fine. I'm a super big fan of the show. What a treat to be on with you today.
What if they have a jerky?
The pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now, I hear you're doing something special for Deerfest. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm crafting a selection of custom basswood cuckoo clocks, but the real special sauce is when it's cuckoo time and you're expecting a bird to pop out for a chirp.
Boom! Active grenade.
Out comes a big old deer.
Well, that's just neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Real neat. That's gonna have the tourists tickled pink. And I hear you're selling these at the Sunday market. So make sure to say hello to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, while you're there.
God damn it.
All right? Terry, you still there?
Yeah, still here. I'm just... Geez, Pat, I'm sorry to tell you this. I thought you heard Wendy's dead.
Oh boy. That's a strange joke you're playing there, Terry.
No, it's... I'm sorry, Pat. You know all that FBI business. Wendy was one of those bodies they found.
Well, that's just not possible, Terry. Wendy stopped by this morning with 3 flavors of beef jerky. She brought me the smoked hickory and the teriyaki and then what was that other one?
I'm real sorry,
Human?
Pat.
What was that other one? She was just talking about this just hours ago. Smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. Thanks, Tapio. It's just a bit of a strange joke, Terry. So Yako and I won't put you up to this.
Pat.
Well, somebody's having a laugh over this little prank, I'm sure. Terry, thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to see those Deerfest cuckoos at the
Pat,
market.
Is Wendy in the room with you right now?
There with her beef jerky as always, and we'll be back after this.
Yeah, poor Pat. My first watery visit. I'm staying near the Lighthouse Trailer Park, at a nice little spot just off the road. It's very quiet here during the day. At night, not so much. I've never been too nervous and can sleep through an earthquake, but here, I don't know. Something just feels off. The animals act weird. They're restless at night, making weird noises and running away. And I could swear I hear someone moving around. Circling. I'm gonna give it one more night and then move on. Yeah, I've been hearing weird shit, people skulking around in the woods. I'm gonna say for one more night just to make sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sounds like a great time.
And we're headed down here. Can we hop in there? No, absolutely not. That's an impassable chest-high wall.
You hate to see it. Except when you don't.
Mercetter is not afraid of the rough questions.
I get it.
Stop leaving donuts out. This is how we get ants.
Yes, it is, Otherberry. Yes, it is.
Oh, we also got the crossbow last time.
All right.
It's
Yep.
big, and it's powerful. But it only has one shot, and it has a quite lengthy reload time compared to other weapons.
Doesn't it take up 3 spaces on its own?
It does take up 3 spaces all on its lonesome.
Yeah, I think that was my issue with it, was it takes up 3 spaces, and its ammo only stacks to 2, I think I saw.
Must not drink the water or take a bath ever again. Moonshine. Only drink the moonshine, brother.
Hey, it's the old gods of Asgard.
And horde mode.
Look like cultists.
That's not helping. I don't feel like myself. Don't know how to fight it. We're too old now.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the Anderson trailer.
Just ignore the fact I got a crossbow on my back. It's normal.
Lady Pie, right on time. Like we were just saying, it's not true. The lies to hurt you and make you weak. Don't believe a word. They believe because deep down, they want to be told what to think. We're different. Rebels! You must stop it before it turns real. Don't be part of the story. Make the story. Stop the hell of it!
These old drunks don't seem affected by the horror story like the other locals are. Do they know what's happening here? How do you know about the story?
Same as you, of course, sweetie pie. We are family. The Andersons. Vikings. Gods. So good to finally see you, Saga. I am your great uncle Odin. And this is your long-lost Murfrod, Thor. Sarasota. He is your grandfather, and I am the All-Father.
Just as crazy as everyone else. Just as
Are they, though?
passionate. I need to stay focused. I need to check out the trailer.
I mean, you can be crazy and correct.
You have things to do, sweetie pie. We don't want
Do we ever get definitive proof that they're not actually Thor and Odin?
There's another
Those two
lunchbox.
almost certainly are not Thor and Odin. Those two are named Thor and Odin. They are not the Thor and Odin. Also, I was kind of on autopilot for the first couple of chapters playing this. I did not make the connection between the Anderson last name.
Your name is Anderson?
But yes, Saga
Same
is
as
the
you, kiddo.
granddaughter
Thor Anderson?
of Tor
Odin
Anderson.
The old gods of Asgard. That's our band. You are Saga Anderson, god damn it. A Viking goddess.
I like the sound of that. Tor, Odin, Saga. All Norse inspired. Plus the same last name. A coincidence? Did the horror story change their names to match mine? It looks like you two have had a bit too much fun.
She sees right through us, bro. She has the power. This calls for a fucking celebration. Our little Saga all grown up and finally home. Sure, we've had a few sips. Just a taste. The famous Anderson moonshine. Oh, the nectar of the gods. You want some?
No thanks.
By the way, has someone done a check on the
Have
Twitch
you
stream
seen
to
any
make sure that
strange
we're
people in Deer
going good?
Masks?
I haven't
Everything
drunk
looks
enough
good
for
on
that
my
yet.
end,
You
but it's looked
can
good
see all
before and after
sorts
the
of
food.
wonderful things when
I
you
will
make
check.
your way down the bottle. Even more so. with
Well, I can hear
this
myself.
eye.
Okay.
You can hear the game.
Never mind.
And you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
So, do you
yeah,
know
it sounds
where
good
the
to me too.
Anderson
All right,
trailer
cool.
is?
Just wanted to check.
Right behind us. We've been looking after it since you left.
Uh-huh. Thanks for your help.
Anytime, kiddo.
All right, so about half the trailer park is currently cut off by water, so it limits our ability to sleuth. But doesn't prevent us from getting around this way. Haha! Dramatic entrance.
And that wraps up my list of favorite park benches in Bright Falls. And now, I just want to clear something up from our last broadcast. There was some talk, an off-color joke of sorts about Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky being dead, which of course is a bunch of hogwash. So I'm gonna give our dear friend Wendy a call so we can put an end to these silly rumors. And oh, it looks like we already have her on the phone line. Wendy, hello.
Hi there, Pat.
That's not Wendy.
No, this is Jim Figamore. Remember, we were going to do the announcement today.
Oh, was that today? Listeners, we have Jim Figamore with us and the director of the Bright Falls Community Theater
And I'm here to announce that the theater will be losing one of its most dignified thespians as I, Jim Figamore, will be running for mayor. Hold for applause.
Well, that's quite an announcement, Jim. Just let me find my notes here. I have some questions written down for you.
The real question is what happened to this town. Bright Falls used to draw in thousands of tourists with its vibrant art scene and impressive bird feeders.
The town was known for bird feeders.
There are thousands of people in this area?
There were.
The world is laughing at us. And now all this business with the FBI? We need a mayor who can turn this town's reputation around. and nobody knows more about the role of mayor than I do. I played one in the theatrical production of Fiorello, to glowing reviews by Coffee World magazine. Mayor Setter is a joke. And you know what? I hear he kills cats. There.
Jesus.
Now, Jim, this is a family
Got
show.
a bit much.
I found my notes here, so why don't we pivot to some questions? First question, what exactly goes into that delicious beef jerky? Right, so it looks like these are my questions for Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky.
The only jerk I care about is Mayor Setter. Our
Oh my.
future's at stake. Pets are being murdered. And it's time for a change. Jim Figamore for mayor. That concludes our program today.
Oh, I actually had more to...
Jim Figamore and Pat Maine signing off.
Wait, why is Pat? Oh, Pat, no.
Actors in politics. Eh.
It'll never work.
Dear Mom, as I promised, I'm writing to you now that we've settled in. We're doing great and busy as ever. It's a big city. Jim's working hard and landed a promotion. We're going to celebrate by going to a hot new restaurant that Connie recommended. Laura's doing well in school. She'll have her pick of any college with the grades she's been getting. So proud of my little girl. I've been busy making our apartment into a home, training staff, plus shopping for furniture. Who knew finding a decent chase lounge would be so hard? All is going well. Don't you worry about us. Hope all is well with you too. Love, Megan. That was very nice, Megan. I'm glad I got into your house. I'm also leaving out the back. I'm not closing the door.
You know what you did?
So-
Whatever the raccoons
Well,
can
it wasn't
carry,
to
they can
begin with.
have.
You know, I like that attitude towards the raccoons. They work hard. They deserve the trash they get.
Who is this incredibly attractive martial arts master? It's me, your brother, Ilmo. I now recognize you, but Ilmo, why are you dressed like that? Deerfest is almost here, which means we're chopping the prices on all of our custom-designed Deerfest parade floats. Floats created by the award-winning team at Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. Winners of the last year's trophy for Best Deerfest float featuring an animal that is not deer. That very team. And you're gonna get a kick out of our latest float designs. We've done it all. Deerfest floats, restaurant floats, floats shaped like things we can't show on television. Our floats are the best way to impress your friends, propose to your partner, or throw shade at an office colleague. And we don't do just Deerfest. Our floats are a perfect gift for weddings, birthdays, bar mitzvahs, or your scenario. Our floats will punch up any...
Wow.
Why take our word for it? Let's hear it from one of our many, many happy customers.
I was at Deerfest last year. Flows were amazing. One of them was a swan.
And
Lord.
people liked it. And there you have it. Award-winning floats now at reduced prices that will knock you off your feet.
Biff.
Offers today.
Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club reserves the right to refuse your float if it is in poor taste or if we just don't want to do it. I love those two. Let's see. Exercise, toilets. Attention, people of Bright Falls. Have more interesting things in your trailers. Raccoon Law.
Like I say, the raccoons are hardworking. They deserve whatever they can carry.
Exactly.
Even the lazy raccoons are still hardworking at being lazy.
Addressed to me. From years ago. Wake was right.
$48 for a power bill.
The horror story is changing reality.
Oh man,
Not just
this is a
because
fictional
of us.
universe.
This card has Mom's handwriting.
Like, granted, that's about how much I actually pay a month. I also receive a massive discount for being disabled.
Reminds me of Logan. This could be her room. This is getting too real. My newfound relatives. Cozy with the cult of the tree. And that's the clicker. In the hands of the cult, just like the page promised. Carnival Knights. That's the motorcycle club the Koskela brothers are in. I'll take Odin and Tor up on their offer and visit their nursing home. Right after I find this biker workshop. No. It's not true. It's just a fucking story. It's not true. Logan's back home. She's fine. Fuck. She's at school. David. I'm in the story and it's coming true. Wake said Scratch would try and hurt me with the horror story. But he said there's still time to stop this. That he can stop this with a clicker.
Hey, this is David. Leave a message.
David? Is Logan okay? Call me back as soon... Mulligan? Fuck. Hey! Stay where you are. Mulligan is a cultist? What the fuck is going on here?
Alright, you stay over there. I'll be right back.
I wasn't done exploring.
The plot chickens.
God.
Murder at the Manor House. Criminal justice.
Did I leave the Bureau in this fictional reality?
Agent Anderson, our deepest condolences for your loss. The Bureau knows it's an incredibly hard time for you. I personally can assure you we are committed to your well-being and will allow the time needed for your recovery from this tragedy. The FBI is here for you. We'll be ready to welcome you back to work as soon as you're ready. We could really use that insightful mind of yours, so we hope to see you back in our ranks soon. Warm regards, Supervisory Special Agent Stacy Morrow.
A pun book from Ilmo. Are we close in the story? That might explain some of his behavior.
Before we follow after this guy, let's do a little bit of cleanup here on the board.
Yep.
Got a lot of it.
Sure do.
No, Logan's not dead.
There's a couple of these that we hold on to for quite a while before we get the relevant section to add them to.
I mean, that is kind of how it actually goes with investigations.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll encounter something that is evidence, but you don't know exactly what it's for. You just know it's suspicious, and then you figure out what it's connected to later on.
And sometimes you encounter red herrings.
That's true. Like red herring.
Exactly.
Never red hair.
Except
It
that
was
time.
red
Except for
herring
the one time.
once. It was red herring once when Fred was explicitly not allowed to say that it was red herring.
Yep. Which honestly I think is my favorite part about that, is how well they played that out. Not that there was continuity between those episodes, but it absolutely would have given him the right to claim it was red herring for anything after that. Because they can't tell him he's wrong, because he was right once by being not allowed to say it.
Saga realized the crossbow could hold 2 shots at the same time. Had she just not noticed before? Or had the weapon changed somehow? Like in a dream?
You tell us, Alan.
Yeah, let's get the magazine size
Saga
upgrade for
had
the
lost
pistol.
count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
Wasting a shot.
She fired again. The diner was not happy about this.
She fired again. That man she met in the forest, already dead.
Okay, now that I have properly sleuthed out everything in the trailer park, now I am coming to confront you.
I've already left!
No, you haven't.
I would have if I could.
Thornton 2? God damn it. And now they're all taken.
And the bolts actually stack to 4, by the way.
Oh, okay. I thought they stacked to 2.
No, I had a stack of 2 at one point, and then I merged them back. The flares stack to 2.
No, that's fair.
Hit by a car.
Bam!
That's what you get for not looking both ways.
The headline about Logan wasn't real. Don't think about it. The cult has the clicker. Get it? Fix this.
Hit the clicker. Open the garage. I'll see how this helps.
This is the workshop from the photo with the cultists. This is where they had the clicker. If it's still here, I need to find it.
This is the kind of floats they make? Jesus.
The photo proved the cult had the clicker. Tor and Odin were in it too. Worth following up on later.
Let's load that second shot.
Giant coffee cup.
Some snacks. Giant pie. Oh, when in doubt, throttle it out. Lock combination. Can't find the new lock combination. Look inside the smiley coffee cup doesn't help me. Hello, fellas. I suggest we start a regular sauna night now that the old place is working again. What's the best time for it? How about a classic Saturday night session? I'll bring the sausage and mustard, but BYOB. Ilmo. Not everyone enjoys frying themselves to death, Ilmo. And who would pick mustard over ketchup? Ilmo, ignore Fred. He doesn't have what it takes. And he's wrong about ketchup, too. It's obviously chili mayo or nothing. Thanks, everyone, for your valuable input. I'm assuming that means Saturday sauna night is on. Sauna is good for the body and good for the soul. You may not like it, but it likes you. And all condiments are welcome, of course. Deerfest floats are eating up our space. Try to keep things neat and tidy around the workshop, okay? I can't find my tools. I can't even find my left hand, even though it's attached to me. But I will find my boot up somebody's ass if you all keep making a mess. Hi, Uncle Ilmo. I hope you're well. Charlene and I still haven't received our paychecks from last month's Coffee World promo work. Are you sure you sent them? Could you double check? Maybe they slipped through the cracks. Also, Charlene wanted me to tell you that her suit still smells weird. Charlie. This is your final warning to stop taking the OOP out of the assembly hall. You want to get drunk in the workshop, fine, but the OOP is for ritual use only. You idiots are worse than my kids. Hello.
Wait.
Yes.
By OOP, do they actually mean object of power?
Yes.
Maybe.
Huh. Thought that was really just a control term.
It is.
Ah. Well then.
Well, it's a term coined and used by the Federal Bureau of Control. Stash the stashes. Hello, I've seen some of you place our stashes in the open. Please don't do that, you rascals.
Locked. They must be in there. There has to be a way to get this lock open.
Got another flare. And let's go back to visit our friend the Smiley Coffee Cup. Okay. Hold on.
Hourglass.
Hourglass. 2 offset triangles. Or no, sorry, it's up-down triangles, offset triangles, Black Widow mark. Up, down, offset, Black Widow. Down, offset.
This is the cult's hideout. Their headquarters, even?
Collect from the shoebox. No, I think
There's a basement.
it's in fact a basement.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves. This will be handy. That's
So
it.
this is just really nice. We just get a map of all the cult supply stashes.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Picking these up now marks our map with cult stash locations. That light switch you found washed up at the lake is not junk. It's fucking important. Trust me on this. From now on, whenever we catch a target, we're gonna cut out its heart, stick this thing inside, and flick it. It sounds weird, but just trust me. It'll be like a ritual. This is gonna work.
The Nightingale ritual wasn't completed.
Everyone please read. I'm not trying to play the blame game, but we cannot let random tourists walk right into one of our rituals. We were stopped before we got to use the clicker. Hell, the lights weren't even set up yet. It's unacceptable. So let's look at the learnings. We need to be faster with our setups. We need to be 100% positive someone is on lookout duty. Communication, communication, communication. Slip-ups like this are why we have FBI agents snooping around, which is not great. I'm only being harsh about this because I know we can do better.
The cult isn't well organized.
You know what's a
People
you know what's a real great idea when the FBI is looking around? Leaving notes on the corkboard about the terrible things you were doing that the FBI would be looking for.
To whoever has been sabotaging Lake House equipment, stop it. If you are looking for ways to help the cult, this is not it. Unless bringing the feds down on us is what you consider helpful, in which case you can fuck right off. Stay away from the FBC, and if you see them poking around again, report it to the Grandmaster. I've marked the map like you asked. That's all the stashes, by our last count, locked and loaded and ready to go.
This is the cult's process. Their ritual.
The ritual for Taken. Surround the target. Subdue them. Use hammer or other blunt object. Restrain them. Carve out their heart. Recite the words. Put the clicker into their chest. Flick the switch 2 times to make sure it works. Remember floodlights on tripods. We need to see what we're doing. Always work in pairs. A bunch of entries for Cult of the Tree.
Because they're amateurs. Seriously, just leaving notes like that up on a corkboard.
It's fine. It's not like they'll have a members list laying around.
Of course they're not going to leave that laying around. They're going to leave that in the drawer. Like normal... Wait. Something about that sounds like a bad idea, too. I'm sure it's fine.
Alright.
This is one weird cult.
We are the Cult of the Tree. We watch in the night. I see it now. This is our mission. Make the woods scary again. It's a tree. A spruce tree. Keep them out. Keep them safe. Together we are a forest. Cult of the Tree.
A spruce tree!
Observation report. Subject: the Cult of the Tree. Summary. Intermittent surveillance of the paracriminal group known as the Cult of the Tree shows that their operation is limited to a small area of Washington state. The group is reported to be made up of dedicated individuals equipped with only common tools. Overall level of organization is low. Overall comprehension of redacted is low. Our assessment yielded a category orange risk status. Further inquiry should be made as to the exact details and sources of their knowledge regarding paranatural elements. Investigation Unit recommends the Cult of the Tree be kept under permanent surveillance, with preparation made for the group's arrests and seizure of assets. See File 85-21-1027 for full report and recommended action. Summary and full report to be forwarded to Dr. Marmot and Dr. Marmot at Cauldron Lake Research Site, as both operate in a shared area. Addendum. Recommended action downgraded to continued intermittent surveillance, no arrest, due to prioritization of resources. You were right, these sneaky fuckers are watching us, and our level of organization is fine. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Quick check. Goodies. Okay. And down.
A creepy basement.
Is there any other kind?
Hey! Freeze! That's the clicker.
How mysterious.
Just hiding behind the curtain.
No! They took it! They're playing with me. I was so close.
There was another overlap here in Watery. The parade float was the key. Mulligan and Thornton had gone there, taken the clicker, left this monster here to stop her.
There's an overlap here, like there was at Cauldron Lake. Mulligan and Thornton are like Nightingale. Inside, waiting. And a parade float is the key.
Oh, that's not ominous.
I'm sure it's fine.
Do we get to fight a parade float?
No.
Oh.
clicker was there the whole time. Fucking Mulligan and Thornton. They took the clicker into the overlap. How do I get it back? Ataken is upstairs. This was a trap.
Thermos.
If it's a trap, there's only one thing you can do. Walk into it.
Absolutely.
You have to reward their efforts. It's only polite.
Okay. Now where's that parade float?
You do have a chance after every shot of the crossbow to get back the bolt.
Oh, okay.
It's not a great chance.
I like how she's like, where's that parade float? As if you didn't see a parade float directly in front of this place.
Could be anywhere.
They could have moved it. We've been in a basement. You never know.
Is this the parade float the page mentioned?
Oh, different parade.
Yes. Oh, right. Back, wait. Profiling.
Mulligan and Thornton were fine earlier. How did this happen?
Terrible mistake. Shadows crept over Mulligan and Thornton. Shadows on their faces, filling the shape of them. Bright Falls fucking finest. Shitty pastrami sandwich.
Mulligan and Thornton became like Nightingale. Mulligan and Thornton are members of the cult. Who's the leader?
Brains leaking out like milk. The thrill of domination. Not one tree. A forest. The word. A secret like this doesn't die.
There is more than one leader.
No wonder they're disorganized.
Let's see. What's the thing? Need to trigger what I need to do. Oh, right. Walked over it like 3 times.
The overlap formed around Watery's dark past. The ritual to enter was tied to crafting the float. Art was the key. It had the power to let Saga in.
At Cauldron Lake, giving the poem and the heart to the witch sign opened the overlap. Here, it's the parade float. But it's incomplete. This is one disturbing parade float. I don't hear any haunting laughter. How come one of them is wearing a mask and the other isn't? Not sure what Puko means, but it looks like the knife is missing. Stabbing again and again. That must mean the arm's supposed to move. So this is the Koskela Brothers parade float. Looks like only 4 pieces are missing. The mask is the only one without a location listed. Espresso Express. Got it. I can't make out what it says. Gift shop. Easy. Fair trade fun zone.
To get our shopping list together.
The float killer used a knife.
And do you know what Family Fun location has all of these items that we need?
Is it Coffee World?
Coffee World.
I'm so happy it's Coffee World.
Should the characters be moving? The float killer isn't wearing a mask. Maybe he is missing a soundtrack? I figured out what the float is missing.
And while we're here...
The materials listed for the parade float mention a mask. Where is it?
Poor Mocha Moose. He never failed to amuse me. Now we know, Ilmo, there is such a thing as too much coffee. Mocha will live on in a place of honor. He lost his head. Mulligan and Thornton had one job.
Mulligan and Thornton must know where the Moose Skull mask is. The mask is missing. Where is it?
The dead brought back to life. The crown of the Grand Master. Moose steak is never a mistake. Just get it fucking done.
They know where it is. I know they know. Where is the mask?
Go ahead and bleach it. Real powder hit him. The mall of the crumbling well. Show the bitch who's boss.
The moose mask is at the Huatari Well, in Coffee World. I saw something. Like I did in Cauldron Lake. The well, here in Coffee World. I know the Moose Skull will be there.
You can pick up those crochet dog sweaters at the Sunday market. And while you're there, go visit Winnie Davis and grab some of our sponsor's famous beef jerky. Up next, we've got Deerfest. Oh, hold on now. We have a call coming in. Which button? Is that hello? Wrong line. Hold on. Hello. You're on with Pat Maine.
Yeah, Gil Davis here.
What a pleasant surprise. We have Gil Davis on the line from our lovely sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky. Gil, any thoughts on those crochet dog sweaters?
You need to stop.
What's that?
Just stop. Whatever this is you're doing, stop.
I'm not sure I understand, Gil.
There's no such thing as Davis Family Beef Jerky. I don't sell beef jerky. I've never made beef jerky. I don't particularly like beef jerky. I'm getting crazy phone calls for jerky orders, day and night. You got confused old ladies all over this goddamn town on the hunt for imaginary beef jerky, asking for insane flavors like hickory teriyaki, which clearly isn't a thing.
If you don't sell beef jerky, then somebody needs to tell your lovely wife Wendy, because she's out there at the market every Sunday selling it.
Wendy is dead, Pat.
No, that's not right. I just saw Wendy at the market last weekend.
Wendy went missing 13 years ago, Pat. They found her body. She's dead. We're trying to make peace with that, and you're making it so much harder with all this goddamn beef jerky bullshit.
No, that's just not true. She's there. Every weekend, I see her there. This joke's gone far enough. Now go get Wendy on the line so we can have a laugh about this. She's fucking dead, Pat. Stop. Gil? I think we're out of time.
Starting to feel sorry for Pat.
Yeah, Pat Main signing off.
Yeah. Okay. Cannot remember where this one is. We're gonna come back to this one because we have to come back here anyway. Shiv, can you pull up the list of
Which list?
The lunchbox locations?
It's here. I knew it would be. I made them show me.
Which one are you trying to find?
There's one in the Kalevala Knights area. It's the one near the little cutout here.
Open up your map real quick.
Opening up the map.
It is next to the shed, just north of the Cavalry Knights workshop. From where you are right now, if you head north along the wall, you should find it.
Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, there
Another
it
one
is.
of those lunch boxes.
Must be so exciting to be the story's hero. Honestly, I'm a bit jealous. I wish I could be the protagonist of something.
Braggy.
Okay.
Now I need to bring the mask to the float.
Oh, good. I'm glad they actually have her carrying it instead of somehow
Just
stuffing it into
her
end space.
FBI jacket.
The moose skull goes here, obviously.
Arr.
Obviously. Where else would it go?
Well, it's the only place for a mask on the float.
It's even marked mask.
Yeah. So, eternally popcorn. Back to
That is
fresh-
some mysteriously durable popcorn to have lasted like that condition for this long. Especially in wet weather.
It's actually made of plastic.
I guess a toy knife will do.
Oh, you think that's a toy? It's actually a time knife.
Time knife. Ah, little did you know I melted down time knife and turned it into bullets.
We actually took note of the thing we need over here already.
Yep.
Thank God.
The creepy laugh tape?
Yep, the creepy laugh tape.
That actually wasn't what I thought it was. I thought that was going to be the motors.
Nope.
But that makes sense too.
We have already seen the place where we really need the motors as well. We just didn't really do anything there last time we were in the area.
Ah.
That's the percolator. Espresso Express. That's the exit. Okay. So I go up this way, then hook around back that way, past the popcorn. Oh no. Oh no!
Oh, I sure like coffee roll. Hey, who's that over there?
Oh, I'm glad I climbed out of this well.
I need help. Oh no, she has a gun.
The fuse is missing.
Should have stayed in the
Can't
well.
operate the ride without it.
Alright, so this is by far the most intricate part of the scavenger hunt, because everything else is just out in the open if you know where to look for it. Or, you know, looked at the clue board and saw all the places you were supposed to go. This one is...
This one's more of a Resident Evil thing. You have to solve a puzzle to get the piece. And by solve the puzzle, I mean just get a fuse.
Not even a puzzle, let's just get a fuse. That doesn't count as a puzzle, that counts as home maintenance.
It counts as a Resident Evil puzzle.
Well, Resident Evil doesn't have good puzzles.
No, it does not. It's not a fuse, those are batteries.
No, but we do need batteries.
It's true.
They're always in need of batteries. It's not like the first Alan Wake where you can just run around with 10 batteries at all times. And you have the little tiny, like, mercy charge of that always comes back.
Yeah.
Running with the fuse box. I always forget what this damn thing is.
It's in the back room.
Oh, it's in the back room. Okay, got it.
You actually could have grabbed it earlier. I think you just missed the table.
Yeah. Oh, invisible propane tank. They'll never see it coming. Fuse. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
A fuse.
There it is.
I can use this to get the Espresso Express working.
This is the part where Alan clearly did not want to write a long, detailed paragraph of how the ride operates and why the specific motor from here is what we need. I'm just going to accept that by doing what we're about to do, we will get the part we need for the parade float and ask no questions.
Saga had played Resident Evil before. She knew how to do very simple puzzles to get mechanics.
There we go. Now I just need to stop it in a position that will let me get to that circuit board down there.
You failed.
Okay, it's 2 past. Got it. Son of a...
Isn't that the exact same position?
There we go. It's time to crawl underneath the spooky amusement park ride. I hope you like spiders.
I don't.
All circuit boards are the same, right?
Yep.
Shit. Good thing no one was riding that.
Wait, we could have just crawled under there this entire time.
I'm fairly certain there's a board there that only moves after the ride goes crazy.
Ilmo stood in front of the parade float, turned dramatically to his crew. Now, imagine.
Sure, it's nice that
murderous
there's a convenient
arms
board
moving.
preventing us from just going in that way to
Stab,
begin with.
Stab,
Yes.
stab, and then Naki laughing. Everyone at Deerfest always plays it safe, not us. This monument to Watery's history, this work of art will sweep this year's awards. The overlap formed around Watery's dark past. The ritual to enter was tied to crafting the float. Art was the key. It had the power to let Saga in. Saga had read about it. The trap. She knew what was waiting for her. The moment she saw the giant, she knew she wasn't ready. You let Logan drown. The weapon it carried could crack her skull like a brittle egg. Brains leaking out like yolk. Everything she loved, lost. Everything she was, lost. We will watch it eat your mind. Reading this made her sick. But the fear was sharp when she faced it. There was another overlap here in Watery. The parade float was the key. Mulligan and Thornton had gone there, taken the clicker with them, left this monster here to stop her.
Cannot, for the moment, interact with the head. It seems to be very finicky about when you can do that. How many of you were in that damn well?
It's very deep. Help! Actually, never mind. I don't need help.
Throws a grenade down there.
I don't have a grenade.
Yet.
A little something to get those arms moving.
Alright, now that I've made this harder for myself,
There's your knife.
could have put the knife in and then
Nay.
attached the
Mapping for atmosphere.
sorry.
Okay, Saga. Let's get the clicker from these assholes.
Cistern, cistern, cistern.
What the hell? Where am I?
Back at the lake. I would like to take
Whatever
a
you
stab
do,
with me.
Saga, do not shoot into the lake multiple times. It does not go well.
Mulligan and Thornton in the wreckage of the morgue, shadows on their faces. Thornton did his best woman's voice. I'm a stuck-up FBI bitch. I'll make a big fucking mess, then get these dumb backwater cops to clean it up. Thornton turned to his partner. These government motherfuckers. Next time, Mulligan, I'll tell her. You got no clue. You let your own kid drown. You're a fucking fraud. Mulligan leered. Pinning the murder on the Bookers would have fixed this whole goddamn mess. But their kind always sticks together. I reckon we should show the bitch who's boss, Thornton. Shadows crept over Mulligan and Thornton. Inside them, they grinned.
Just in case you needed more of a reason to hate those two.
I mean, the only issue is that actually their thoughts, or is that just what, Alan Wake is forcing them to think?
That is true.
Alan Wake is pretty much the only character you can reasonably hate in this thing. Because he's the only one not written by himself specifically like that.
We're going to ask...
Or is he?
We're going to ask a question come up. We're not going to get to it until we get into Alan's chapters, but we're going to have a lot of questions about what the fuck is going on with Alan Wake. But we need a few bits of context before we have that conversation.
Logan? Logan!
Cold and dark.
I'm here!
Dark and it's scary.
Logan! The story is trying to take Logan. I can still stop
Oh
this.
god.
I need the click.
God!
I got some inside the model there.
Wake? I saw him this way in the other overlap. It's a loop. Just like before.
I would like to take this hatchet. I would like a melee weapon, please.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I
You
don't
did
have
not-
passion training.
I'm gonna say you don't have hatchet proficiency.
Son has
See, you had to choose between crossbow and hatchet proficiency, and you went with crossbow?
Not a choice, but it paid off.
We'll see.
I mean, she's already used a crossbow to kill multiple random people that she met on the road.
That's true, but she's had guns that could have done the same. For all we know, that hatchet was important. Yes, you shoulder check that rock.
Do this or nope.
This is a nightmare.
Oh no. Okay, this is where
I
we're
can't
doing
get
this.
through that. I need to look for another way through.
Is that Audie?
That is Ahti and the Jammers, yes. That's the song you was singing in Watery. Basically just get an audio cue telling you where to go.
An audio cue, you say? You mean?
Hey, buddy. Don't want to waste a crossbow bolt on a regular guy. Hey, buddy. Whoa. Not paying attention to my flashlight. Damn it.
Okay, that one was in self-defense, or was in self-defense.
Into the hole. Hey. There's Aughtie's real life actor.
Ah.
Okay. Going down.
Going down into the spooky well. Oh, now it's blood. Look out, it's blood.
Of course, it's blood.
What's that smell?
Trapped how? What does that mean?
Ilma Koskela stood in front of the small gathering of Coffee World employees and bikers. He read from a piece of paper. Mocha was a wonderful moose who deserves a place of honor in the hall of the Calavella Knights. His skull will become the crown of the Grand Master, the dead brought back to life. There was polite applause. After the service, Ilmo had the body hauled off to be turned into moose steaks.
Hell yeah!
Mulligan and Thornton were told to get the head cleaned. They both grabbed an antler. What the hell, Thornton? I got it, Mulligan. They brought the skull into the workshop to boil it and bleach it. They grumbled. Wanted to just get it fucking done. It was just a stupid animal. But I guess moose steak is never a mistake, huh?
This moose was very important. We are sad that it died. Its skull will be the mask of our leader. Also, let's eat this thing.
That thing had been fed so much coffee, it's probably gonna taste like coffee.
I was gonna say, it's caffeinated steak.
Pep steak.
Anything like sloppy steak?
I guess it's just a steak with coffee poured over it. Okay.
They won't let you order a sloppy steak, but they can't stop me from ordering a steak and a cup of coffee.
Technically, no.
So, this boss fight coming up is what convinced me that playing this game on normal is not worth it.
You love to hear it?
Hey, buddy. Dead shitty knees.
What the hell, Thornton?
So here's the problem. We can keep putting shots in this guy all day. But that ain't gonna kill him.
This will stop them.
Just every time you put one of them down.
Those pieces of darkness keep moving. There.
Just keep coming back.
Next time they won't be coming back.
You do that.
Show me the bitch who's boss!
That
Nah,
fight.
he ragdolled.
Yeah.
Saga Anderson.
Yep.
Wake?
I've been tricked. Scratch wrote. I tried to fix the story, but has it now. It's the key to escape.
What do you mean, escape? You're already out. So is Scratch.
We're making progress. I wrote to be the story's hero. Save her family. Save us all.
Save her family? Are you talking about my family?
Yes, you know it's working. You just need to keep going.
Did you put my family in the horror story? I keep seeing him in overlaps, but he's already out. Are these visions coming from the past, when he was still trapped in the dark place? I have the clicker. I can stop this nightmare.
End of chapter.
Stop this name. This Alan Wake American Night.
She said the thing.
Wake said he could use the clicker to undo the horror story. I need to get back to Bright Falls, to Casey and Wake.
Okay.
I should check in with Casey.
Float.
Yep.
We can't get to this cult stash until we have the key item that we need to get through there. No idea what it could be. Certainly not things to cut through a bolt.
Come on, Casey.
Things to cut through
No
a bolt.
answer.
Could it possibly be
David.
mistletoe?
So you mentioned mistletoe. There are two other members of the Old Gods of Asgard.
David.
Huh?
Can you call me back?
One of which was a member of the band for quite some time.
Urgent.
It's actually the reason they stopped
Please.
touring was when
Why isn't
Bob
David
Boulder
answering?
died.
Is Logan all right?
That
And
was
when they
briefly mentioned, but in the
and when
There's
they
a horror
very
story
first
already
started the band, they also had a Loki Darkins as a member. We'll actually see
See what the water was like.
Bob Boulder in this game in all the scenes in which in the dark place in which they're actually playing stuff, because I don't know if it's come up. I don't remember if it's come up yet, but the house band for the Mr. Door show
Yes.
with Alan Wake is
Both of
the
the
old Gods of Asgard.
Yeah.
So,
And they have a version of Bob Boulder with them there. Boulder with them there.
okay. So, what I'm gonna do... I heard that, and I'm not amused. So basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do the cleanup of Watery off-screen, because it's just a bunch of going around collecting crates and stuff.
Okay.
And the notes that we get from the cult stashes I can show off in the
Mind Palace?
Caseboard, yeah, in the Mind Place. Because we do have new areas of Watery that we can go to. If the game let scroll out, yeah, the back end of the trailer park here, and a couple of places in Coffee World and around here that are no longer flooded. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to head back to Watery. We're going to break into a house that we couldn't before. I mean, sleuth into a house that we couldn't before. And then we're going to switch over to Alan so that we can get to one of the two big watershed moments from this game.
Oh.
Hi, guys.
Man, we could really use a pick-me-up. Like some meth or something.
Have I got the pick-me-up for you?
I don't think everything's okay.
Is it meth?
I hope it's meth.
I'm getting this, like, off feeling every night after work.
What? Are you having nightmares again? Like when you were a kid? Do you need your security blanket? Need Blanky Blankerson?
You keep Blanky out of this.
That guy's a dick.
That guy is.
He is. Blanky Blank sounds like a cool dude.
So there was a house back here that we could not do anything with. And I just kind of wrote it off at the time.
Just gonna ignore that man? Yeah, that's how we were.
We're fine. We're in the middle of something. Okay.
Also, yes.
Now that we have the only screwdriver that we can do this with.
Oh, we didn't have a screwdriver before, so.
Right.
Clearly, this is the first one we ever got.
Experiment PFNR-16, codename Maiden Waiting, prop item L-2. My dear Maiden, I am out of luck and out of means. I'd love to come back home to you soon, but alas I must gather my strength and my funds first. Don't forget about me. I'll be with you sooner than you think. Yours truly. Dearest, when are you returning? I've been waiting for so long. I miss you. Send me a letter as soon as you can. It's lonely here, and I pine. Your fair maiden.
Yeah, well, I spruce.
Dearest, it pains me to hear you will not be arriving, but I will keep waiting until you do. I would never forget about you. How could I? You screamed, I am a spruce, at the top of your lungs, the last time you were here. It upset many people.
Including my heart. And my loins.
Oh.
Maiden doll. Here is our test sites in Watery clue thing. Before I go in and do things in the Mind Palace. Maiden waiting failure. Just to update you, I haven't had any success with setting the stage yet. Even the letters from the characters themselves are no use. Do you have any tips on what I should try next? Michaels, Junior Assistant Researcher. So there are no results? The propping has been proven to be effective according to Dr. Campbell. Maybe it's something in the rhyme itself? Is it too mature or too direct? Should we add complexity and charm to it? Try some different approaches and get back to me. Vega, Assistant Researcher. Alright, thanks. I'll try to add some complexity and charm. This is a really great use of my master's in applied physics. Michaels, Junior Assistant Researcher.
So what you get for working for the government, dude?
This is specifically what you get for working with the FBC.
Another rhyme.
Yeah.
Unsolved mysteries. Once was a faithful girl. At home she stayed, and there she prayed for her lover to return. But he collected fair maidens just as he did, their stolen riches and broken hearts.
Think Saga.
Oh, right.
That's
There we
it.
go. The hero would never do a thing like that, but a trickster?
That's right.
Definitely.
Jesus.
Those are big footprints.
I'm getting quite the charm collection.
And another Coffee World charm.
Into the pile it goes.
Yep. It's one building off.
Quite the show that artsy fella put on today, eh?
I loved it. I had half a mind to come down and start dancing.
Oh, why didn't you? You've got to grab life's gifts while you can.
Yako, we're going to Akugai's house to drink some brewskis. Are you coming? No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine. Like an asshole. Oh dear, I know what Yako needs. I'm a beer to the rescue. Bring out your inner Wolverine with Alma beer. Wow, this is the best party ever. Thanks, Alma beer. Alma beer is a traditional Finnish lager, and we drink it the Finnish way. At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown. In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wondering eyes. Partaking in the Finnish tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out. It's not sad if it's intentional. Your Finnish drinking adventure starts.
Have a nice evening.
I will, thank you. Alright, we're gonna drop a real save here. And now, let's get into some weirdness. I'm gonna drop this for a save too. That's true. I do like that the game gives you an extra little nudge after you beat that last chapter. It's like, hey, by the way, you should go, play Alan Wake's chapters right now.
Hey, remember Alan Wake exists?
You know,
I
this
don't know.
game called Alan Wake 2.
I'd have been fine if Alan was just a bit player in the second game, and the whole game was from Solomon's perspective.
Yeah.
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me. I had seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it.
We're now in Draft 2 of Initiation.
I would write a new draft of Initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time he wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours of the night. Together with our house band, the divine old gods of Asgard, we have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. We just do what we always do. We'll chat.
God damn it, Sam Lake.
But instead of talking,
we're gonna have a talk after this section about Sam Lake and this particular chapter. There's kind of a great story about the whole thing.
Wasn't that he was high on set? Because God, does he look high there.
No, that's just how Sam Lake looks. Also, this chapter is the reason why we got all the flare gun upgrades.
What the hell?
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say.
I'm gonna be taking my time going through this one. Come on.
Come on in and listen, lost words you've been missing. Now the fire you're bearing, the eye of the darkness, your light. So you were drawn to stories early on. My dreams would light up my imagination. And you had nightmares night and day. Yeah, but with the clicker, I chased those frights away. Who you? So true. So here is the clue of hope to remember. Visions, they come true. Bend the lights with steel.
They played that at the VGA Awards last year.
Oh, we're not done.
Sure did.
They did, yes. Before the game even came out, they played this at the VGA Awards. Dancing it all.
And all your stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much, I had to get away.
Basically, anytime you see the ninja backup dancers here, it's your cue that the section's over. Time to get a move on. flashlight. Just our flashlight. Oh, nope, flashlight involved. Alan Wake is ready to rumble.
But there is more to it than meets the eye. I never meant for it to ruin my life that way. Would you say you let the jaded lie? Dark shades could never save the day. So sad, but true. The nightmares, torture life, it's a gift or a curse. Oh yeah, made of dreams.
Follow the signs for the getaway club. Dance again. Do not get me wrong. That's dumb brackets affectionate.
Yep.
Trying to find Alice. People won't stop having groovy rock numbers around.
It's a common problem. Oh, still a groovy rock number. Fantastic.
Yep, exactly.
He could write a new story like Tom Zane before him, and maybe they'd be happy once again. Just one shot, one more chance for him to save their marriage away from the city, a romantic getaway.
I do recommend, if you want to hear the best version of this, just listen to the one from the Old Gods of Asgard album that compiles all the Alan Wake music onto a single release. Because it's got the version of the song without any of the breaks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's where we get the flare gun. This is a single-shot rocket launcher.
Yeah, that cannot hurt yourself, apparently.
Nope, because it's all light. Listen to a piece of music so much that it permanently warps your YouTube recommendations.
Yes.
damage to you, you're perfectly fine to just shoot it at your...
Oh, right, I forgot Alan Wake had that mechanic.
The dodge mechanic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Has not come up that much because we've been pretty good about just getting people before they can get close to us. Even when they do get close to us, the damage is minimal on Storm. And in this section, they give you plenty of ammo. In the rest of the game, not so much. Come on, reload.
And no.
Alright.
Yeah, he actually took the shot.
Oh god. That was not supposed to happen. There we go.
Mr. Wake, you're disassociating again.
That's what happens when we watch too much television.
Alright.
That was pretty good. A vision.
We're not done!
Such a dark place, am I trapped in here? Is this real?
Yeah, the jazz interlude.
There was a manuscript, it held a key. A vicious cycle I must not surrender to. Echo scenes to seek out again and again until I figure it out to bring this song to its end.
You groove, Alan. Bring the song to its end.
There might have been something in that brownie I ate.
Okay. And that is
Yep.
one of
This place couldn't
two
be
musical
stranger.
numbers in this game.
Hey, Audie.
Hey, Audie. We'll get to you in a second. So, interesting tidbit. That almost didn't make it into the game numerous times. Basically, everyone saw that the budget for this game was ballooning up and up and up, and that they needed to make cuts to the game in certain places, both for budget reasons and for writing reasons. And one of the first things that was always on the mind of people to cut was the Herald of Darkness musical number. And Sam Lake told them, over my dead body. This was Sam Lake's bait. Like, he fought to get the musical number in. He fought to get it just right. And every time someone wanted to cut it, he's like, no, the musical number is very important. So, yes, Sam Lake is having the time of his life, and the musical number's almost certainly in there just because, A, he found out that the actor for Warlin Door can actually sing, and B, just to have an awesome dance number.
It's pretty good.
Catchy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and also, hidden in there is, remember we made a reference to the lamp looking like an award?
Yep.
That's not...
Yeah, when he's standing there...
Yeah, when he gets his award. That's
award, it's the angel lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alluded, but never 100% specified, that the lamp is... or that shape is the award he won. That is the literary award.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Sorry, lady, that song can't compare to what just happened.
Okay. So we still keep the flare gun.
But I currently have, like, one shot of it.
We currently have a single shot for it. We do keep whatever ammo we don't use. So if I was caring about carrying around a bunch of flare gun shots, we could have gone through there being very economical with the pistol and
But I had no control over it.
flashlight.
I knew how utterly lost I was. The payphone was ringing again. The mystery caller was back at it. I had to find out more.
Alan Wake? Do you know who I am?
How the fuck could I?
There are people playing this game who have no idea what he's using.
You keep jerking me around, refusing to tell me who you are.
You remember? Oh, fuck me. Alan, listen. Tell me, how much do you remember? Did you visit Parliament Tower? Did you find anything there?
Yeah. Alice is in danger. Scratch is reaching out to her, and there's another manuscript. Not initiation, return. I saw the title page. I don't remember writing it.
Return? Oh man, this is what we're after. The Scratch can't have it. Our survival, the survival of the fucking cosmic everything depends on this. Come to me. Ocean View Hotel. I left my room key for you. It's right there on the payphone. Remember, the dark place works in loops and rituals. If the waves keep pushing you away, you just need to find another way in. We go with the flow of this ocean. Catch you soon, brother.
Brother! Wait, wrong game.
The Ocean View Hotel. A suspicious invitation to a shady meeting. Right on the money for the hard-boiled genre the whole city was built upon.
The Cult. An unforgettable immersive theater experience. See it live at Ocean View Hotel.
Rather not.
Here real quick. This is one of the most convenient save points because you basically pass by it at the start of every chapter. It's also a convenient place to go back to playing as Saga.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. And the Ocean View Hotel's right here.
The Ocean View Hotel. My destination. A loop that delivered me back to the street. What did the mystery caller said? If the waves keep pushing you away, you just need to find another way in. With only dream logic to lead me to the hotel, I look to the neon signs for guidance.
Oh, like we were taught in the musical number.
Yep.
A dark presence is out there. It's hunting me. Its spies are always watching.
Always watching, Wazowski.
Stealing from me. Stealing my identity. It wants to be me. Replace me. Twisted version of me. Scratch. Mr. Scratch. It's slithering into the story. Once it's in the story, I have to use it to keep the story true. I got it. I have to make the story darker now. But that gives it power. That's bad. I don't want that. But I have no choice. It's an arms race. I gotta keep it together. Damn it. I'll be the first one to cross the finish line. I have to beat the devil at his own game.
Time to start writing a rom-com, Alan.
Was fragile, constantly under attack. There was no time to waste. The dark presence was only a step behind me.
So, the TVs here are interesting because they're another, fragment of Alan's mind. This, on the other hand, I did not notice on my first playthrough. So, this is a poster for a movie. And there's admittedly a lot of stuff you can get if you actually, read down into it. It's based on a novel by Alan Waco, which is Alan Wake. It's starring Alexi Kesa, Barbara Yakula, Omari Huatari, Ati, Thomas Sane, Alan Wake, Ati and the Janitors. We actually get to watch this movie in full.
Huh.
That will come later, though. Spooky deer.
Hi.
Casey! You're the killer, the cult leader. It's in your eyes.
No! You got the wrong man! It's Scratch! There's no time to lose!
You're going nowhere.
Alan, why did you shoot him?
Well, won't be the first time.
I just wanted it to be over. It was all my fault. I'd had this dark place in my head for so long. Sometimes I'd forget the pain was there. Like it was the way you were supposed to feel. I was not in a dark place. I was the dark place. The source of it all. The vessel. Me and the writer, we were the same.
This place kept pushing me under, getting into my head, poisoning me with darkness. I had to find a way to escape before it was too late. Too late again.
I'm sorry, Casey.
Room 665.
Room 665. Now back to your regularly scheduled Alan Wake programming, climbing around rooftops and grimy city streets. Broken up by the occasional set piece. Oh no. The violin chorus. That's what people need inspections here. Clear. Clear. Clear.
And if they're not moving towards you, they're good. That's probably bad.
Aha! Fuck you!
Oh.
It is a problem solver.
I see in normal mode, there's a big guy behind that door who surprises you.
Oh.
Oh. Like this is an Alter World event or something.
Hey, we've actually gone quite a bit without seeing another word of power.
Yeah, I've been on the lookout for markers. They're usually pretty good about
Yeah.
the little arrows. Alright, save point. I didn't pick up enough things. Shoebox, worth it. Yep, yep. No, nothing? Alright. Stingy. Aha! Tried to dance with me, but luckily I have entangability.
How long have you been waiting to use that?
I've used it ever so often.
Yeah.
This city will suck you dry if you stay here for too long.
Oh my.
You'll end up a lost soul haunting the streets and alleys. A faded out shadow glimpsed by some other poor bastard on his way toward the same fate. Your broken dreams become a broken mirror, and the twisted reflection staring back at you with all the pent-up anger, regret, guilt, and shame was the monster you could never get away from.
Was there a yellow marker on the ground?
There was a yellow marker on the ground, but more importantly, I heard,
Humming?
Humming, which usually indicates that Sheriff Breaker is nearby. I think I need to trigger the light up there first, though, before I can get to him.
Ah, there it is.
Another word of gun. And a word of lamp.
I could see the Ocean View Hotel. I was getting close.
This way.
The lights affected where the door led to.
Oh no, a ghostly figure. Oh, we don't know the code for the door. We are being
Try
asked to get some
8008.
There's a 3-digit code.
I could use that shotgun.
And here is Alan's shotgun. Alan's is a full-size shotgun, breech loading like Saga's, but his is stronger.
Ah.
At least in terms of like raw damage output. It is not the strongest shotgun in the game. There is one stronger that Saga gets. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh no, he formed a combo on us.
That was the owner of the shotgun. He was upset you were trying to steal it. And then you murdered him with it.
Oh, right. The actual thing we went over to the bar for. The Ocean View cocktail is 255. Since we're being asked to get an Ocean View cocktail by all the signs here. And thus, we are in.
You said it was a 3-digit.
I thought it was 3-digit. I was wrong.
This isn't Resident Evil where we shoot all the vases.
Isn't it?
No, because there would have been something in that vase if it was Resident Evil.
The room was empty except for the projector. More games. Was the film a message waiting to be played?
I don't know. It says "Play Me" on the side.
The message is, don't play this film. Is this the ring?
No.
You have to tell me if this is the ring.
Look, Alan Wake new writers who use subtext, they're cower.
Oh, Uzumaki!
No, Uzumaki makes more sense.
That's frightening.
I mean, you saw the musical number.
The musical number was very straightforward.
Exactly.
Yeah, the musical number was fine. This cutscene vexes me, but we'll talk about it when it's done.
Sir, put a shirt on. You have company. Thank you.
There you go.
In this temple of shadow and mist, there's a window in the floor and a door in the ceiling. There's no knowing, am I standing still, or running, or kneeling? You're the one who's been calling me.
Indeed. I'm Tom Zane. Welcome to the House of Zane.
The poet. The diver. You look like me. How the hell?
Or maybe you look like me, you handsome devil. The diver was a beloved character I played in one of my films. I'm a filmmaker, a celebrated auteur.
I need answers. Why is Return so important? What?
Alan, you always get worked up like this. Come on, I'll fix you a drink. You and me, Alan. We're in this together. Two artists collaborating, remember? Crafting the keys to our escape. Your magnum opus, Return, and its companion piece, my film. Sharing our life-altering visions, a melding of higher minds. Dreaming up our transcendental work of art. Here, in this room, 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 in this room.
It's Return, because we return.
And that is how the magic happened.
Enough of this bullshit. Alice is in danger. I need another murder site to go further. Back to Parliament Tower. Scratch is...
Your wife is safe, back in the real New York. But Scratch is reaching for her through an overlap. Return is the key to escaping the dark place. You need to get it before that freak does. There's a murder site here in the hotel. Let the waves of your writing carry you there. you were never here.
Thomas Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him. There was another murder site in the hotel to guide me further toward my escape. I had to write my way to it.
Oh, that was the thing that happened.
Yeah, I saw a certain character there.
Yeah. Let's not forget that Dr. Casper Darling did show up.
Yeah.
Beloved friend of the stream, Casper Darling.
Whispers from the police radio kept me awake.
We're going to get to a save point, and then I'm going to talk about that scene, because that scene
In the backdrop of a play featuring
really complicates things.
How meta can you get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch. Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story. I was on the right path. I would start at the entrance lobby. The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer, the detective. An idea, clear as a vision, waited for me. Here.
Okay.
The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft, back at the beginning, but closer to my goal.
Shush, Alan. Okay. So, context, because A, it was a while ago, and because Vince didn't see the first game. In the first Alan Wake, after learning about the Dark Place and what it does, we learn about the spirit that's trying to get Alan from the Dark Place, which has taken control of Barbara Jagger. Barbara Jagger is the wife of a poet by the name of Thomas Zane. And Thomas Zane keeps appearing as a man in a diving suit to Alan, helping him, like, shining magical light on things to shine away the darkness, stuff like that. And Thomas was responsible for the lamp lady, who maintained lamps all over town, and kept a safe room where absolutely no shadows were cast that held the clicker in the first game, inside of the abandoned hydroelectric plant. In that game, we ask a question, and we don't get an answer, and I like that we don't get an answer. Is Alan Wake doing the writing of his own free will? Is he a person? Or did Thomas Zane create the character of Alan Wake, and Alan is himself a character acting out a story? It's kind of one of those questions that's in the background of Alan Wake 1, and no matter how far you go into the DLCs, into American Nightmare, it doesn't matter. Here, Thomas Zane is a director, an auteur. And Tom the Diver was one of the roles he played. And the actual Thomas Zane is this whacked out party boy in shiny leather pants. And so we have to expand the original question of, is Alan a character or is he real? To, is Tom a character? Is the story altering him? Does that mean the story he's writing recursively? Or that Tom is making, because he's making it as a movie, not as a like, novel? Is that...
So... I know there's a meta question to this, but at the same time, you're also asking, are these characters in a story?
Yes.
Yes.
The question I always have out of this
Well,
is
it's not a question of are these characters in a story. It's within the context of the story, are these characters who are literally writing their own characters or each other in the story?
It's entirely
yes, they're characters in a fucking story.
Yeah.
It's a game.
yes.
But that aside,
Wait, is this not real life? Are you telling me
no,
this
it's
isn't
just
true?
fantasy. We're caught in a landslide.
No escape. Anyways,
but it still kind of leaves open the ambiguity of which one is the original author and which one is actually the written character, if that's even a thing, or if it might also be an answer of neither, or even an answer of both.
Yeah, it might be an answer of neither, it might be an answer of both. If that was the only interaction we had with Thomas Zane, I wouldn't have as much of a problem with how he is in this game, but understanding what happens to a couple different other characters in this game relies on you having some kind of grasp on what Thomas Zane's deal is. And at a certain point, the game is just going to throw up its hands.
A lot of this game seems to rely, especially for context, on you knowing previous Remedyverse games.
Yep.
Yes, but even... Whereas Alan has been planted very firmly in other games. Alan Wake is mentioned in Quantum Break. Alan is, of course, the focus of an entire DLC of Control, and stuff from his thing, like Night Springs and stuff, keeps popping up in the Remedyverse. Thomas Zane really doesn't get any introduction. He's briefly mentioned in the Control AWE DLC, because his wife getting possessed by the darkness and attacking Alan is what starts this whole mess. But it really doesn't go into any detail of, from the point of view of an outside party like the FBC, what is Thomas Zane. And a lot of my frustration with this game is like, whereas in the previous game, it didn't matter. It was kind of a cool meta question to ask, like, who is the fiction and who is the real author? Did Alan create Tom? Did Tom create Alan? Whereas this game, like I said, we will hit a point where you either just accept the images in front of you as the images in front of you, and you accept that you're not going to be able to make sense of part of the good chunk of the plot, or you have to try and unsnarl Thomas Zane.
So do I want you to complicate or do you want me to complicate this a bit further?
Yeah, sure.
It's entirely possible they created each other.
Yep, it's a chicken and egg thing.
Yes,
it's also potentially
it is also a possibility that they both have changed each other based on their images of, well, basically each other.
There is also a third possibility in this. There is a possibility that Thomas created Alan, but the old gods of Asgard created Thomas Zane. Because they created a song called Tom the Diver, which is part of the original Alan Wake soundtrack and actually gets played in-game to associate that it is a song in-universe of Alan Wake. And the entire song is about the story of Thomas Zane and what happens to him. But, okay.
And it's all just one kid staring into a snow globe.
Everything is one kid staring into a snow globe if you go far back enough in the 6 degrees of separation. John Munch is a time traveler and a dimension hopper. But speaking of time, this is probably a good place for us to call it.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us on our adventure through Saga and Alan Wake's continued breakdown of shooting random people. Or, more honestly, Saga and Alan being mad at each other because both of or Sokka being mad at Alan because Alan keeps fucking up and ruining Sokka's life. Your shitty writing got
As he
my
does.
daughter killed. Your shitty writing means my daughter was dead the whole time. But anyway, join us on Sunday when we'll be playing through Super Robot Wars 30, an altogether simpler game to understand. I mean, giant robots punch each other. The nouns and verbs change, but the actions remain the same.
That's true until we get to the Code Geass parts.
Yeah, then the robots start hugging each other and it gets weird. Still nice, but weird.
Okay, so the Code Geass thing that it's based on.
We'll deal with it when we get to it.
Speaking of dealing with it when we get to it, we are rapidly getting into the point where we're going to have to deal with something in Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor.
As battle to become King of Bell.
As we rapidly move our way through the King of Bell tournament. And try not to get vaporized by the EMP weapon that's been placed into all electronics in Japan.
Yeah, there are worse things to worry about than an EMP weapon, Sigrid Piss and electronics in Japan.
Yeah, there are. And join us back here on next Thursday for the continuing adventures of Alan Wake. Until then, I've been the Krampus.
I've been Shiv.
I've been Hunter Grain.
And I wrote all of these characters.
You monster.
Sorry.